has a very high dilution factor. In this application, it is used at a 400-to-1 ratio, about 2 gallons concentrate to 800 gallons of water. This air agitator facilitates a complete penetration of the liquid through the air side and tubes of this unit.
The agitator is being submerged into the liquid. And as you see, there's a control on it, and we are now going to hook up the air compressor, quick disconnector, and we're now going to turn on the air compressor. Soaking tank. Here we see the cooler now in the liquid, and you see that the foam and the liquid is going right through the fins. And here you now can see the agitation really working very well, going right through the cooler, through the air side of the cooler, and of course the oval tubes are being cleaned at the same time.
The reason that we see the oil on top is the fact that the Grease Master acts as a de-emulsifier and the oil residue is separate from the water. The operator does not have to wear gloves or any special protective clothing, as the Grease Master does not cause any skin irritation. The Grease Master has no handling restrictions and no adverse effect on marine organisms. Here the Grease Master is pre-diluted at a 100-to-1 ratio and will be fed through the soap hose into the pressure washer, where it is further diluted with the regular water supply. The soap regulator valve is normally set to medium, using about 2.5 gallons of the pre-diluted soap per hour, which translates into a dilution factor of 2,000 gallons of water to 1 gallon of Grease Master. It is compatible with all cleaning equipment. The recommended pressure is 3,000 psi, or about 200 bar, which is ample for this cleaning task. In this case, we set the hot water pressure washer at about 145 Fahrenheit.
This is a 15-degree angled nozzle because we do not want to damage the fins of the cooler, and therefore we are not using a high-powered nozzle, but a fan type with at 15 degrees, which works very well for that purpose. Here we saw how this fan nozzle operates, and we are now going to show how this works on this particular cooler. Here's a sample of the water which is coming out of the cooler with this initial cleaning, and as you can see, it is all black and dark, which is a mixture of mud and sand, probably some oil deposits as well, which have been built up inside that cooler over many years. And that is the reason why this air cooler doesn't function properly anymore. It is basically clogged up on the inside, and steam or air cannot go through anymore.
As we saw in the previous sample, there was a lot of buildup in the water. This sample, taken about 4 hours later, has cleared up considerably. Though we could see that there is still quite a lot of residue in the bottom of this container. This indicates that the air side of this cooler is not clean yet. This is a view of the deposits that have been removed.
This is the final test to check the cleanliness of the cooler. Basically what we're doing, we're shooting steam through the fins, through the cooler, and you can see here how easily the steam goes right through it, which means that it is completely free of deposits. The steam flows through easily, and the pressure drop of this cooler now is comparable to a brand new unit.
The airside cleaning of these large coolers is extremely difficult, one reason being the aluminum fins. No aggressive cleaning compounds can be used, and they are also subject to damage by high heat and/or pressure. The Grease Master is the only known remedy that has a capability to penetrate and clean out the mud oil deposits without damaging any components of the cooler.